Feel the pulse of the housing market lately? Home prices have been climbing steadily since December, but the future hinges on the actions of the eager buyers out there. If you've been closely following interest rates, you might feel stuck in real estate limbo. But fear not. Stick with me for my personal advice for buyers and sellers near the end of this video, or jump straight to it. Now, let's roll the intro. Despite the challenges posed by current market conditions, the first quarter of 2024 has brought a surge in home sales, boasting an 8% increase compared to the previous year. However, compared to what we've been used to for the past decade, we're falling far short. With that in mind, let's take a look at total sales. A total of almost 600 residential homes were sold through the MLS system in Waterloo Region in March. This represents a decrease of 3.2% compared to the same period last year, and a decline of 33% compared to the 5-year average for March. Now, if you recall, the first quarter of last year was very slow and things didn't actually start heating up until March, which proved to be last year's bull run in the spring market, which topped out in May. Total residential sales in March included 344 detached homes, 37 semis, 127 townhomes, and 86 condo units. So that gives us a good overview of activity. Let's check out price. The average sale price for all residential properties in Waterloo Region was just over $806,000, up 3.6% compared to March of 2023, and up 6.6% compared to last month. The average sale price for a detached home was just under $955,000. This represents a 4.9% increase from March of 2023 and an increase of 7.3% compared to February 2024. Semis were just over $680,000, while townhomes were just under $668,000, and apartment-style condominiums were just under $484,000. Now, let's wrap it up with volume. There were 1,023 new listings added to the MLS system in KW and area in March, which is up 18.7% compared to March of 2023, but actually down 15.9% compared to the previous 10-year average for March. There were 1,081 homes available for sale in an active status at the end of March. This is an increase of 54% compared to March of 2023, but 1.1% below the previous 10-year average of 1,093 listings for March. So it looks like we're reaching some equilibrium there. There were 1.9 months of inventory at the end of March. This is an increase of 58.3% compared to last year. The average number of days to sell in March was 19, the same as March 2023, and a previous 5-year average of 18 days. Spring is here. This is the time of the year where over the next 3 or 4 months, we're gonna see the majority of transactions happen. Now, you might be buying, you might be selling, you might be doing both during this time, and there are a few concerns and things to navigate through this period of selling during the year. Firstly, we've got the interest rate hike announcement happening April 10th. I expect they're likely gonna hold rates. I don't think they're gonna be dropping rates, and I certainly don't think they're gonna be increasing rates at this point. That would be a shocker if they did. But I think we're gonna be experiencing an interest rate drop no earlier than June, which is the next interest rate hike announcement. I wouldn't be holding my breath for interest rates to drop over the next few days. And if you're thinking of buying, now might be the opportunity to find the perfect home for you, because there's gonna be a lot more listing inventory hitting the market over the next month, 2 months, 3 months, etc. And yes, of course, there's gonna be more buyers coming into the market as well, which historically happens. This is why we have the most transactions during this time of the year. But you'll be able to maybe potentially find a home that you weren't able to find over the last few months of low inventory. And for now, my advice would be, again, check with your mortgage broker. That I am not. I'm just a real estate broker. But check with your mortgage broker. It might make sense to get into a variable mortgage right now so that when rates drop, you can get the benefit of that. Now let's talk about sellers. Sellers, if you've been keeping a pulse on the market over the last few weeks, few months, you're probably noticing homes being listed and many of them are going over asking. So we are experiencing a lot more homes getting into the multiple offers, depending of course how they're priced, how they're marketed, how they present, who's their agent, etc. But for example, like we had a home we sold this week, we had 77 showings in a week, we had 23 offers, and we had a huge price that we ended up with, and the sellers were very happy. The buyers, on the other hand, you're having to compete in that scenario more often as well right now, as a little sidebar. But sellers, now's the time. Spring's here, weather's turning, we're getting green grass, we're gonna start getting buds on the trees. And if you have a home with a nice lawn, it's gonna start showing better in the next month or so. So now might be the time to reach out to your real estate professional, sit down and create a game plan to put your house on the market in the next month or so. And things to consider now is many sellers we have kind of riding it out, waiting. Will they drop rates in June? And they're kind of holding off. June's gonna be a bit late because June's gonna be the beginning of the summer market. And even if they drop rates, it's not like prices are just gonna skyrocket in 1 month. And we're gonna be getting into the thick of the summer market, which things tend to slow down in the summer. People tend to go on vacations, kids are off of school, people are a bit tuned out. Yes, there's homes that still sell, but there's not as many as there's gonna be selling in the spring market. So if you're thinking about selling and you're kind of holding off on that interest rate maybe drop in June, you might wanna reconsider if time is of the essence. So my advice to you would be to get in touch with your person. Maybe that's me, maybe that's somebody else, that's okay. Talk with them about the game plan and what the best next steps are, but focus on what you can control. You can control who you work with. How does your home show? Is it painted? Is it decluttered? Is it staged? Do you need to do some odds and ends that are easy to actually get it looking its best without blowing the budget? How is it marketed? Where is it advertised? Are you getting exposure in the Toronto real estate market to get the out-of-town buyers? Who is your agent and what are they doing for you, ultimately? And then lastly, and most importantly, is timing, price, and pricing strategy. If your timing is maybe too late, too early, it might not be the best thing. If your price is too high, everyone that's gonna be going through your home is gonna be nitpicking and complaining. If you price it correctly, you're gonna get more buyers that are excited. They're gonna be finding reasons why your home's the perfect home for them. And that's really what you want. And if you underprice it, then you can generate a bidding war. You can get multiple offers. And if you have the right agent negotiating on your behalf, you'll be able to get and achieve the maximum sale price. Anyways, let me know what your thoughts are on the market. Let me know in the comments below. Shoot me an email, give me a call. We'll see you guys next month. Peace out.